Welcome back to KPsKINGDOM, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make these amazing chicken Scotch eggs, and we're going to have some Latkes and a really nice dipping sauce. Pretty easy to do, let's get on with it. Alright, first thing we've got is some eggs, and I'm going to I'm going to prepare about sort of 4 to 5 of those, just in case one does not work out properly, okay, which does happen in the KP's kitchen sometimes. We're going to cover those with some cold water, just like that, and we're going to give a splash of vinegar. I use the vinegar just in case they crack, and it seems to help contain any escaping egg whites. We're going to boil those for about 3 to 3.5 minutes, depending on the size of your eggs, and once they have come to the boil and we've let them sit for 3 to 3.5 minutes, we're going to take them off, drain the water, and hit that with some really nice cold water. Put those into the refrigerator and let them sit, and we'll peel those a little bit later. Alright, let's make up our dipping sauce. We've got around about sort of 3 tablespoons ish of a whole egg mayonnaise, maybe just a little bit more, just like that. And I'm going to add in a couple of tablespoons worth of mustard. Use the mustard of your choice. Mrs. KP doesn't like hot mustard. We're going to add in around about half to 1 teaspoon's worth of an English style curry powder. We're going to give all of that a really good mixy mix, and there you go. You've got the most amazing simple dipping sauce that we can put without the Scotch eggs and Latkes. Alright, so there we are, and we're going to put that into the refrigerator and just let that sit. I've got around about 500 grams worth of potatoes. You can see I've got a potato peeler there. I am going to peel those. I've got my food processor out, and all we're simply going to do is put that onto a shredding blade, and we're just going to shred our potato down. Okay, pretty simple sort of stuff. If you don't have one of these, you can just use a normal box grater. That will work as well. The reason I got this is just to make life a little bit easier for me with my MS. Alright, so we're just going to shred that potato down. It's not going to take you very long at all, and as you can see, they're pretty wet, those potatoes. The potatoes have quite a bit of moisture to them. I've got a kitchen towel there into a strainer, and I'm going to add all the potato in, and I'm just going to strain those off. A little bit of salt here and there, it's going to help sort of extract a little bit of that moisture, and the amount of salt you put in, I'll leave that up to you. Give that a bit of a stir from time to time, and before you know it, that moisture is going to be dripping out of the bottom of that. 500 grams of chicken mince into a bowl, just like that, and I'm going to start adding in all my seasonings. Alright, this is going to be salt. Is going to be white and black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, mustard powder, and tomato powder. At the end of the video, I'll have this all broken down, so you won't have to try and write stuff down as I am narrating this. Alright, and this works out to be the most amazing sausage mixture ever. Believe me, I finally perfected it. Okay, and we're also going to add in a little bit of coriander as well. Alright, so we're going to put all of our seasonings in just like that. Right, our last bit was a little bit of ground coriander. Give all of that a really good mixy mix all the way through, just like I am doing there. Okay, and let that sit for a little bit of time, and let those flavors really get absorbed into that chicken mince. You can do this with pork mince, you can do it with beef mince, but we're doing chicken in chicken today. Alright, our potato, as you can see, we've strained those off. You can see how much liquid has come out of those, and we're pretty much ready to go to our next step on that. Alright, pretty simple. We're going to put the potato straight into a mixing bowl once again. Alright, as you can see, they're pretty nice and dry. I'm going to give those a little bit of a fluff up after they've been, contained in that muslin or the kitchen towelette. And we're going to add in a little bit of potato starch. Alright, you can use corn flour if you want to, or cornstarch, but I'm just going to use a bit of potato starch today and see how these ones work out. Right, sometimes these videos, they're already proven recipes. Sometimes they're ones that I've just come up with off the top of my head, and I sort of try and reinvent the wheel. Alright, here I've got a hamburger press, a little bit of oil in the bottom, and these are going to make up really nice, beautiful potato discs. Alright, so we're just going to add in our potato straight into our press, just like that. Okay, and we want to make sure this thing's reasonably full. We don't want a real thin potato. We want a little bit of body to it. Okay, so just keep adding your potato in as required, and until it gets a little bit full, just like that. If you don't have a potato press, don't worry, you don't need one. You can just make these in the palm of your hand, and just make sure you press them all together really nicely. Alright, just add a little bit of oil every now and then. Alright, as you can see now, I'm now going to press down that potato quite heavily and really compress that all together, and the potato starch is going to hold all of our potato together. I'm going to put that onto a baking tray with a bit of baking paper. My oven is already sitting at around about 180 to 190 degrees, and all we're going to basically do is bake these off, and they're going to take around about 35 minutes to cook. Alright, and I don't show you putting these in the oven. There's no light over there, right? You'll just see a lot of blackness. Alright, we're getting ready to make our Scotch eggs. I'm going to get Mrs. KP to do this one. Her dexterity is a little bit better than mine. I tried one, and again, due to my MS, I just absolutely failed. We're going to put a nice little ball of our chicken mince down, right? And as you can see, she's put it down, folded paper over, and she's going to press that down nice and thin. It's going to be around about sort of 8 millimeters thick-ish, right, for the metric people. And she's going to put that into her hand like that. Nice soft hands, and the peeled boiled egg is going to go right into the center. And what we're simply going to do now is very carefully just layer our mince over the egg, very carefully. These are a soft boiled egg, and if you press too hard, they will break, believe it or not. So just take your time, and you can make these in advance, believe it or not. And once they're made up, you can put them in the refrigerator until you're ready to finally cook these off. Alright, so just keep working that mince over around nice and carefully over that soft boiled egg. And I mean, they're a very soft boiled egg. These are a large egg, that's why I cook them for about 3.5 minutes. If you've got smaller eggs, I would go for 3 minutes. Alright, so just quickly and carefully, just push that mince over the top of the egg, and believe it or not, a wet hand, a little bit of water to on the fingers will actually make this a little bit easier to make. Alright, Mrs. KP's almost got the first one done. Okay, and put that just down on a tray. As you can see, she's now gone for the water, and it just makes things a little bit easier and a little bit quicker to do. So just cover all your eggs up with the mince, just like that. Okay, and all I'm simply going to do now is just roll those in some breadcrumbs, just store-bought breadcrumbs. Just make sure we get them all nicely covered. Just be nice and careful with the hands, don't press too hard, but make sure you get a little bit of the breadcrumb sitting into that chicken mixture. Alright, so just keep doing that, and you'll end up with one nice crumbed egg. Alright, just keep going along with the rest of them just like that. Our latkes, they're already in the oven, and the time is already starting to tick down from our 30 to 35 minutes. Alright, we need some oil. I've got a little bit of oil into a pan. I've got that sitting at about 160 degrees Celsius. I'm going to use a slotted spoon just to help me put those eggs into the oil. We don't want to drop them in, we just want to get them floating in, and we want those nice little bubbles around the outside. So we're just going to cook those off, and once those bubbles start to disappear, we're pretty close to being absolutely cooked. They're not going to take very long at all. That mince is so thin. As you can see, all those bubbles have disappeared. We're going to give them a little bit of a flip from time to time just to make sure they're done. We can remove those, put those on a rack with a bit of paper underneath, a bit of paper towel underneath, and before you know it, you're going to have the most amazing Scotch eggs. Alright, let's get ready to serve up. I'm hungry. Alright, a little bit of lettuce down. I'm going to get out Scotch egg. I'm going to put that on a plate, a little latke. As you can see, they're really nice and thin, and I'm going to show you what these look like on the inside in a second. Our sauce, we've taken that out of the refrigerator, and we're getting ready to serve that up. And once you cut these Scotch eggs open, they should look something like that. A beautiful gooey yolk on the inside, not too runny, not cooked all the way through. These are absolutely perfect. I know some of my family from way back when would be really proud on these ones. They are just amazing, and all we have to do now is just get a little bit of our sauce, put that on the plate, and we can serve those up. Love to see you try and make this one at home. It is easy. They do taste absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence to make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get the name of KP's Kingdom out there. Leave a comment. I love reading and I love responding to them. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to make a different version on a classic just like this, well, you need to come and join the family. My family, hit the subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. Off to eat my chicken Scotch eggs with latkes, and I will catch you next time. Bye.